All right. Before we start, today we are going to be going live on YouTube. Though I'll be the only one going live, we are still working on the process of making the three Musketeers go live. That's Dave and Gift alongside me. But today I'll be the only one being on that live, and also I'll be waiting for you guys to join us on that live show. You understand? So don't forget, today we are going to go live by 9 p.m. dot. Today we are going to be going live. Make sure you join us on YouTube. Oh. All right. We are going to be emphasizing on Chelsea and the Champions League qualification. Yesterday, if na say if person die, wetin you go use talk and go say that was a painful loss, right?
Painful exit.
If na the person painful exit, na wetin happen to Chelsea yesterday. You understand?
Yeah.
Yesterday game was a very painful one. Forget the fact that we are smiling this morning, but it was a painful one.
I'm not happy.
Somebody said it is over. He said it is over. He said, Mr. Peter, forget about it. You see Champions League, forget about it. The worst case scenario, the worst that can happen is Chelsea going to the Europa League if we win the conference, because once we win the conference, automatic qualification to the Europa League. But that is not what I want for this club. What was Enzo Maresca thinking? Playing a match without a proper right wing back. What was he trying to experiment? I want to know.
Let me start with. Oh God, I'm actually confused because I'm tired. I'm seriously sick and tired of all these experiments from Maresca. This is not the first time we are complaining about experiment, and you are doing this experiment at a detrimental hour. Like this is a deadline point. A deadline point. Like our chances of going for the Champions League. See, oh God, winning Ipswich would have been a huge chance for Chelsea to qualify for the Champions League, despite the Man City and Newcastle pressure. But at least winning them alone would have given us that boldness, like that force. There would have been this special force that the team would
That
have
we
built.
and will push with that force.
Now, I will not say you started a wrong forward. The front was okay, at least it's as usual. But you like making one particular mistake. What were you experimenting yesterday? Playing Chalobah the right back. For me, I cannot tell. Like, nobody really understands what this man was actually doing yesterday. Like, nobody really understands. Like, I was surprised. I was like, why are you playing three center backs? You're having Chalobah, you're having Tosin, and you are having Kowil. Like, how? I checked and I saw that James was fit for the game. Gusto was fit for the game. So why are you now playing this three center back? Then you're not inviting one of them to play as a right back. Now, if people should observe that match very at first half, you see that there was a time that right back was as if it was leaking because Chalobah was also trying to cover the middle.
Yes, he always tried to come.
Come to the center. And it was out of their overlapping that made those people have advantage over us. The overlapping of those defenders, that was what made those people have advantage over us. Now we keep saying something that Tosin, Dave, is the one that likes saying this, and that Tosin is a kind of sluggish player. Sometimes he's always dull. And now Tosin has played 2 consecutive games for us. He started against Brentford. He started against Legia Waza. You, Maresca, you said with your mouth that Sancho has been starting games, so you have to rest him. Why did you not rest Tosin? Meanwhile, Chalobah was not part of the game against Legia Waza. Was James part of that game? Okay, yes. James came in later.
No, James started.
Okay, James started. Even though that's not an excuse, you would have played James or you play Gusto. Because for me, I believe that Gusto is more fit. Okay, even though Maresca say you are trying to cover up James because of injury and the rest of
What
it. But
about
at least
Gusto?
Gusto was fit, and there is this force that Gusto applies. There's this force he applies from the back to the front.
We saw it in the second half when he brought him now because he knows that he has made a
Yes.
mistake.
Okay, if you were that accurate, why did you not allow that same first half players to continue second half? You would have allowed Chaluba to continue the right back now.
Yes, now.
Why did you even start him? This man is. Yesterday when I was watching the game with some of the people I was with. The guy was talking. Somebody was now like, "Now your papa club." See, it's not about my father's club. It's not about Chelsea being my father's club, but when you grow up having this particular love for a club, like I've been Chelsea fans for over, it's more than, how old am I now? Let's say it's more than 18 years now. Because I started watching football when I was like all these 3, 4, then at Chelsea, Man U rivalry and the rest of it. And I've grown that love for Chelsea to this point. And our victory is always my joy. Like one guy was complaining yesterday on a live show, and he was like, he told himself that he wants Chelsea to win this game, that at any cost, Chelsea will win this game, that he must follow, that he will even keep himself holy, he will not sin. People now might be criticizing the guy, saying you are saying rubbish, but that is how there is this spirit and passion in football that most people has built. The culture of Chelsea is winning. It's victory. It's victory. For crying out loud, winning Ipswich was a big chance for us.
And it's very shameful that we lost to Ipswich at their home ground and they came to Stamford Bridge
and
to draw
2-2. Like how? Like how did it even happen? Like let me remove my eyeglass so that people will know I'm not happy, because it's not funny. It's not funny. Like, as you know, in almost all our podcasts, both things that pertains to Chelsea and that does not pertain to Chelsea, I must always emphasize that my own prayer, my own heart desire is that Chelsea should qualify for the Champions League. At least as a fans, we are putting effort. There is this like fans pressure, like we are healing, we are giving the hype. We are hyping our players despite any situation. At least the fans, we are doing our best. We are giving the maximum support we are supposed to give. And the coach is experimenting irrelevant things.
Funny enough, when Maresca was winning, when he was having that winning streak,
Yes.
everybody feel he now has a first 11.
Exactly.
And he was using that team week in, week out, getting his results. When we got a draw against Everton was when he started his experiment. When I complained, people say, I just want to draw and complain. When we lost to Fulham, I complained. I say that now from 1-9, they start. Now look at what has happened. When I complained against Brentford, somebody commented and said that Mr. Peter, even Arsenal drew against Brentford.
Okay.
Now go and talk that even Arsenal draw against Ipswich or lost against Ipswich. Go and talk that one now. Why is painful? Because Ipswich is a relegated side. Even the Leicester City, do you know that we struggle to win Leicester City?
I tell you, like.
Oh yeah, look at Manchester United now. Newcastle beats them very well, sits them down, flog them well.
Good goal margin.
4-1.
Good goal margin.
You will see this same Manchester United will come to Stamford Bridge and still steal a point. Do you think Chelsea will survive at Fulham? With this, don't be surprised. Next match now you go see Nkunku and God, wait now they talk safe.
See, Mr. Peters, let me be
The
very
truth
frank.
about the matter is that in as much as we are hitting on the coach due to his own ideological mistake,
Yes.
the owners need to take the backlash too.
Yes.
Because it's looking as if the coach seems to be the bait of everything.
Everything, yes.
The owners are the sole custodian of everything that is going on. They say they want to build a team. They bought Chelsea as of 2022, 23, 24, 25. Now 4 years we dey now. Yeah, left for me alone. I want to make 10 years go. Make these owners they don't see anything. Then I want to see that thing now where they want to say they don't build. Left for these owners, you see that 6th position, that 7th, they are very much okay. Left for these owners, as far as they are buying young players, selling them, making their profits, they are okay. the only thing that will happen now if the fans shout too much now, they will sack Maresca, bring another coach just to please you. Just to please you. But they will not do the right thing by signing quality players. We know that we have good players, but we need, there's what we call good, get what we call,
Good, better, best.
do you understand?
People, una go school, abi? Una go school.
When you dey edit video and you want a sport video, they go show you medium,
Yeah.
high, then high quality.
Quality.
So which one will we dey? Which one will these players then dey? Second half, I don't know what he told them second half. Football change overnight. They started progressing. Why not progress first half? The same thing happened in the Brentford game. The same thing happened in the Legia Ozawa. We progress more in the second half. We progress more in the second half against Brentford, against Legia, and against Ipswich Town. But first half, defenders have more ball control over midfielders.
Touching from the back.
Touching from the back, and later you will see possession. I keep telling people, possession doesn't win you game. God, I don't go understand.
Let me set an example.
Okay.
Let me set an example from Man City game. Man City Crystal Palace. See, yes, we all agree that Man City is not in their good form. At this particular moment, let me not say this season. At this particular moment, let's say after the like from the New Year period, their form has been dropping. I'm not arguing with that, but Guardiola has sat down and he has looked at the team. He's coaching a big team, which he has given them trophies back to back to back to back to back. And he has said, no, it will be so embarrassing that me, Guardiola, a big coach,
cannot go to the Champions League.
He told his players, he spoke to those boys. Now, what I believe that he told those boys, anytime Man City is playing Crystal Palace always scores Man City first. I have observed that. I think at Crystal Palace home, they played 2-2 draw. He told those boys, these boys, they will score us. They will score us first. They are always good at taking their chances. But I know you guys will create a lot. But when you create, you finish. I don't want any lose first half to come back second half. In any way you can hold this game. Any way you can do this. Like, he speaks so positively to those boys. Like, they were giving Man City 2-0. They even scored the third one, which was offside. Did you see the repercussion? Like, did you see how Man City, they reacted to those goals? Immediately, the free kick. Crystal Palace keeper was confused. How did De Bruyne place the ball? Now, they struggled with so much effort to equalize the first half. What happened second half? I told somebody in the viewing center that I wish Chelsea equalized this match in this first half.
Me, I know that it was not possible. Even when they scored the goal earlier, because I know that they scored those first goal around 28 minutes.
Yes.
28 minutes, they were winning us
2-0.
And we had how many minutes remaining to play. So I knew, I was certain, I was on that the Chelsea win. The Chelsea that is playing like this cannot equalize.
See, this is so bad.
And the worst part about it all is throwing crosses. Please, our next match, forget about Legia or Zawa. You people can cross and score. But when it comes to EPL games, you see all those crossing are rubbish. This goes to our set piece coach. I don't know what he's telling this. I need a feel nod.
It is not working, for crying out loud.
It's not working.
It is not working.
30 crosses in one match, nothing. None of them was converted.
Like, it is not working. Neto, at least you are sensible enough. You have crossed like how many times? It is not working. Why don't you try another means?
See when Madueke put the ball for ground.
Yes. Nobody have that own goal come out from.
Now Cucurella scored.
But it was on goal. It was headed on goal.
Okay.
See Cucurella, a whole leg back.
Now they press to Congo score goal.
See, one thing I said yesterday, when I watched that match, one thing that really made me angry, I made a statement to some people. I told them that instead of Chelsea to sign Delap, if Chelsea don't sign Osimhen and they prefer to sign Delap,
they should not sign striker.
We should not sign any striker. We should leave the team to continue like that with Jackson, because there is no essence of signing Delap to the team. Meanwhile, we need somebody that is more forceful more threatening. If it was Osimhen, there is no how that out of all those crossing.
Apart from Osimhen being a striker, there's one thing that triggered me to love Osimhen. Forget about the club side, even in the country side, he's there. He has this instinct. He has this mindset of winning. He wants to. Osimhen hates losing.
He's always hungry.
See, I bet you, I'm not trying to cap here. Not be say they get bad day.
Yes.
They get.
Yes.
Now, boy, we know just like to lose. And at the same thing, where Drogba gets be that. Drogba hates to lose at a crucial moment.
This is
they see the Bayern Munich final. That was a crucial moment. He told Mata, help me. Try. Mata even tell and say, Didier, no worry. We'll go try. Say time still day. And what happened? The rest is history.
This is just like what are those?
That's why I said that even though we are hitting on Maresca, the players
are they encouraging themselves? Are they talking to themselves? Like Jackson, what are you telling Palmer? You the winger, Neto, Madueke, all of you, what are you telling Palmer?
But funny enough, yesterday game, that Ipswich goalkeeper was all out for Chelsea yesterday. But that's one thing I talk about. You see, scoring this early goal gives this kind of momentum. And that was what gave them that mind. If to say Chelsea be done, pinch them one first. Get the way their body, get the way
I tell you,
the body movement for them.
Even all those gingers, every that keeper the ginger.
Yeah, if for no ginger, if for drop. But since they allow Chelsea allows them wipe them, wow. The keeper say no.
We need to defend this
we
one.
We need to defend this one. And that is what happened. Adrenaline was very high yesterday.
See keeper will be say other team they
front. They use front.
He keep record.
If one prime Peter check overnight. See, it's painful. Oh. It's really painful. These owners have really messed things up. They say they are building a team. Truth be told, they are not building anything.
They're not building anything.
They came for business. I know some people don't want to hear that side of the Chelsea talk, but that's the truth. They came for pure business. This is pure business that they are doing. Buying and selling.
Let me read out something to these our fans. Let me read the matches we have ahead in the Premier League to you. Our next match is Fulham. And we are at their home. Fulham. Remember Fulham that played Liverpool. Liverpool. Our next match, after Fulham, we are playing Everton.
Show spoilers.
And you know, even Arsenal. When they compare Chelsea and Arsenal, they say Brentford no draw Arsenal. I think Everton draw Arsenal home and away. We draw Arsenal we draw Everton for Everton home. Now they don't come our home. What do we expect again? No be draw. Not draw now.
Liverpool is coming, which are fighting for the title.
And after, see, like, do we? But let's be frank. Let's make everything look so real. Let's be realistic for once. Do we really see ourselves going for the Champions League, like ending in the top 5?
No, I don't. With the futures ahead, I know a common Nigerian mind will say, never can tell. Anything can happen, Mr. Peter. God deal.
Anything can happen with Maresca. Yes, he will keep surprising us. I will not be surprised that in the next match, he will play Kobe as midfielder. I will not be surprised.
And play Chalobah as striker. Because he will even bring Mioka. That's one of those our striker. That Mioka, he will bring him to play against Chelsea. But it's really painful to see a player like Kopama drop form.
After Liverpool.
Kai. No.
God.
Boy.
You just
it's fine. It's well, sure.
I don't even know what is Palmer's problem. I feel his confidence rate is reduced. Because there are some things that Palmer was doing earlier this season. Like, there are some people that when he meets one-on-one, we are very sure that Palmer will kill this one. He go kill him.
Yesterday was not... Well, after Liverpool, we have Newcastle.
At Newcastle's home.
At St. James Park.
At Newcastle's home. Check yesterday. I will drop it there. Just check yesterday what they did to Mai yesterday. After After Newcastle, Man U.
Man, you that one, and there they will come pour speed for face.
And you know Man U. You know Man U. Instead of Chelsea to win Man U, it is better for Man U to stop playing football. After Man U.
Our last game is Nottingham
At
Forest.
their home.
Then somebody say there is hope.
There is hope.
Somebody say there is hope.
There is hope if they sack Maresca and bring a
no.
new coach immediately.
I'm not proposing.
That's where the hope will come from.
If you listen to what I said, all these things that we are just shouting, talking about, is from the top. The fault is from the top. It's from the top. At first, will Chelsea employ a coach like Maresca? No. Then second, will Chelsea sign this kind of mediocre players? No. Then three, where are we hook Maresca now? Maresca, I want to drop this question. If Maresca was the one that coached Chelsea last season, will he survive, even finish sixth, just like Posh? No, that's the question. I'm asking the audience, will he survive it? Maresca came to a team that is at least we don't try one get small level.
We were not bad as of the ending of last season.
He came into the team and they even gave him some good players.
Yes.
So funny enough, he got good players and he got depth. But January, he started allowing them to do away some of those players that he feels that is not important to
bringing unnecessary experiments,
trying to invert, playing players out of position.
I don't understand.
That is his own problem. Yes, I will not call for a sack because for how long we continue sacking. A new coach will come, will bring his own ideology. Before the players you adapt is another problem. But do you know that it's under this new ownership that we start thinking that way? That I will make them and calm down, go easy. But under the Roman, we know that we are not under Roman again. But let me just enter under Roman. How many months did Tuchel take for him to win the Champions League, win the Super Cup and the Club World Cup? Under a player that Lampard was not even. Lampard was struggling. Though I will give kudos to Lampard in his first season he tried. But how many months did it take him? Instantly, he started doing his thing, started introducing his ideologies and everything. Everything spoiled when this new owner came and said that Tuchel is not dancing to their tune. They wanted somebody that would do. Hey, yes sir, no problem, sir. I will do it like that, sir. Don't be surprised if now these owners they tell Maresca to play those players like that. Yes, don't be surprised. Let me tell you, Todd Bowley and co, they are very happy with this result. If you like, make Chelsea finish 10th now, they are very okay with it.
They should not do that. They should not.
See, I have sat down, I have looked at these owners, here they are the various interviews. They don't have Chelsea interest at that. Now we the fans just the glam. See, and to the point, are you observing that even the Chelsea fan base now is divided?
It's divided.
We still have fans that have this high mentality over the team. And now we have some Chelsea fans that have average.
Like most of our fans are even dancing to the tune of these new owners. Like the mindset, I don't know. Is it like a virus? Is it like a virus that is affecting some of the fans?
The mindset has changed.
Before we as Chelsea fans, we did united. Like when we they put force for something, they don't say that the fans they talk. We agree together, but of recent, like everything is just being divided. I don't even understand. This one will be supporting this motion. This one will be opposing the motion. Like, what is happening?
That's why I'm not calling for Maresca sack. The only thing I want is, already I've said it, I'll keep on saying, they should change the ideology of the club, as in the way they are using on Chelsea, the way they think Chelsea should be. Chelsea have a culture. We have a culture. We get tradition. The only thing these owners needed to do as they come in, nobody is stopping them from buying their young and sell.
And selling.
But we have a culture, we have a tradition. We still have good players that you will sign and still pay them that amount of money that you want to pay those ones that you are signing.
I tell you.
We have a culture which you need to stick to that culture.
What is that culture? Winning.
We know that, see, every game we must not win. That one is certain.
Yes.
But there are some sensitive games. That is the same thing we complained about Pochettino last season, that why people got angry about Poch last season in the early part was because there are games that Poch will kill,
You will
need
kill
to
at
kill,
that point.
but he will fail to do it.
You got push, draw,
I've been at the Southampton game.
draw.
Count it. He go mess things up.
Now let's like when the season won the end.
When
you
you
go
see say the
realize-
thing, the pressure don't dey on, not be even from the owners, not even from the owners. Mind you, Paul sack sef was not even because of his results. It was not because of Chelsea finished sixth or this.
Six years.
No. It was because of me. Poch have seen that he cannot work like this. That he needs some matured backup. You cannot be signing 19 years
Yes.
inexperienced players for him, and you expect him to groom the players to a Leo Messi kind of standard. It's not possible. See, that is why I tell people, fine, Estevao Williams might be playing well at Palmaris, and De Santos might be playing well at Strasbourg.
Strasbourg.
Why? Low pressure, fan base there are not loud. But how about Chelsea?
See,
It's not of recent that Casado started balling, started taking up responsibilities towards the ending of last season. Because of in Brighton, no much noise. But when he came to Chelsea, he saw the pressure.
they go pressure you.
They go press
now
you.
big club be this.
Do you understand? So, my dear, the truth about the matter is that Maresca needs to adjust.
Maresca.
He just needs to change. But you see that top 4 or top 5? Top 5 is not possible. Oh. Yeah, I don't know.
If it happens, it will be a miracle.
Yes, if it happens, it will be a miracle, but it's not possible. But if it's possible, drop it at the comment section. Let me hear your thoughts. Since you say it's possible. But if it's not possible too, I want to hear your thoughts. Thank you very much. I remain your humble boy, Peters.
And I remain gift.